Blog Talk Radio.
Hey. Hey, John.
How are
you doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing? I'm pretty good. Shoot, you know me. Shoot, just same old, same old. Anything new with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a little rough. Like I said, I don't know if anybody's listening last week, but I went to my cousin's funeral today. I didn't
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I didn't actually go to the grave site. I just went to the funeral because I just don't handle death that well.
Yeah.
I know it's bad, but I just try and kind of ignore it. But I wanted to go and show, my mom some support and my family some support. So I came and left, and yeah.
Aww.
It's just really unfortunate.
I'm sorry
He
to
was
hear
young. Like everyone was saying, it was just so unexpected because he was a good kid. And, all I can say right now is pray for my family. We're going to get through it, but it's not easy. Death is never easy, especially when someone is taken too soon. Like, nobody wants to see, someone lose their child.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to think about it. I want to get off topic because we have to get into the show because we have so much to talk about. But it's just like, I think about, I lost my nephew and my niece. Like, that would be devastating. So I can imagine losing my child,
Right.
But I don't want to talk
I'm
about
sorry that happened. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry, you're going through this. You and your family are going through this right now. I'm definitely, not going through anything, like that, but we are, we're going to pray for you. And once again, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your co-host, John Mosby. And you are listening to Confession Session.
Yes.
We're gonna get it. No, it still wasn't right. It still wasn't right. I'm starting to think
it was just a tad bit off. That's okay. That's okay. It was just a tad bit off. But you know what? It's all good. And I just want everybody that's listening, I want to thank you all for tuning in this week. We appreciate the love and support. Once again, as I say every week, don't be afraid to share, tweet, retweet, and like our posts in regards to Confession Session. And if you know someone with a secret and if you know somebody with a secret or somebody that needs to get something off their chest, have them call the show. We want to hear it all, seriously.
Absolutely. And with that, I want to get into the question of the day. Is social media damaging to relationships? Again, is social media damaging to relationships? We got to get into that in a little bit. But I want to go ahead and start off with the topics. We have so much to talk about in news. Thailand had a twin bombing today. It was in the resort town, Hua Hin. One woman was killed, 19 people were injured, 5 of which are foreigners. It's crazy because they actually said that bombings are a normal occurrence in Thailand, but just not in places where foreigners frequent. But, I mean, it's just sad. It's just like I feel like people aren't even valuing the 2016. It's just crazy, like I was saying earlier. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I agree. I agree. It's another terrorist attack, another few injured, another few deaths. It's extremely sad, especially for this just to be occurring, this to be currently happening. Why? Mm-hmm. Why is all of these things occurring? Why are all these terrorist attacks coming a couple weeks after each other? It's terrifying. And with things that's happening like this type of stuff that's going on right now, us in the United States, we need to prepare because they're not playing with us. And, I mean, that could be us. That could be us if they're screaming and hollering scared. You know what I'm saying? Getting attacked with bombs getting thrown on us. So, we need to take this shit real serious. Extremely serious. What's your opinion on this?
I mean, like I said, it's like getting to a point where it's just like you're starting to become numb to it because you hear it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. Like, all mass murderers. I mean, all
it's
mass
becoming so
murderers.
common.
Yeah. It's just like, here goes another situation. Here we go again. More to talk about. It's fucked up.
It's the same stuff.
Military. You said what?
I said, it's the same stuff, but yes, go into that. Goodness.
Mm-hmm. Japan ordered military to be ready for North Korea missile launch. Monday, Japan basically told its military at any time to be prepared for North Korean missiles to strike Japan and to be ready to, I guess, demissile, like just basically shoot them down. They also have Japan has put its military on alert for North Korea for 3 months, which is, they have had watch orders before, but this is like the first time where it's something that's overextended. Because usually it doesn't last so long because they do realize whenever it is like a threat, it's more so a test. And
yep.
Get rid of the watch orders.
Yeah. That's just, pretty much North Korea missile site intelligence experts use the satellite imagery, and they see heightened activity at the test sites in Korea, which pretty much indicates to everybody that they're moving closer to doing a test of an intercontinental ballistic missile. That's a huge concern. Mm-hmm. Like, they did this in 2012, and then this is really scary. I feel like this shouldn't be taken lightly. This could reach the shores of the United States mainland. It's a long range. The missile, it could carry a nuclear weapon to the United States. And the U.S. government officials, they are taking all of this, even though, they're taking this very serious. Like the U.S., I feel like they stated that they're making moves to defend itself in North Korea. And they have actual talk of creating a permanent military site in Hawaii that can shoot down a ballistic missile. If that's the case, they need to talk about it and not be about it, because this is something very serious. And if this is what they're doing, then I feel like the U.S. government needs to get shit popping ASAP. Seriously.
I feel you.
It's terrifying. How about you? What's your feelings on it?
Like I said, same shit. I just hope they don't bring that shit over here.
Right.
Pretty much.
We can only hope and pray. Only hope and pray.
Right. Paul O'Neill, I don't know if you heard about that whole shooting, but on July 28th,
of course,
he was gunned down close to Chicago in South Shore. In Chicago, close to Milwaukee, I'm going to say, in South Shore neighborhood. According to reports, it was footage of O'Neal allegedly stealing a black Jaguar when police were called. Mm-hmm. They said at one point he did use his car as a weapon, which ended up ultimately injuring one officer. It ended with Paul crashing his car into a tree, and he fled the scene. In one of the videos, you can hear officers saying he shot at us, right? Like he was making sure that Paul shot before he shot back.
But he didn't.
And also, before he was ultimately shot, the guy said, one of the police officers said, "You shot us, motherfucker," before Paul was shot in the back.
Yep. It's sad. What bothers me is the cops, they weren't even that sure that they were shot at. They were like, he shot at us, right? Like, I'm not even sure. I've seen a video. I've seen actually several footages of the video. I don't think they were shot at. Just looking at the video, it was one guy. He didn't have anything on him when they checked his back when you seen his shirt bleeding. But he put everybody in danger. This is a dangerous situation. He actually did hit a couple of the cop cars. He messed them up. This is a bad situation, and I'm real sad for him and the family and just everything. Why are you stealing? But I don't understand why the cops are all scared. Like, this whole Freedom of Information Act request, like, it's ridiculous. Like, they blacking out the cop's name. They scared. Other cops have been gunned down for murdering citizens. So I do understand that in a sense. But, like, why aren't you releasing the names? Is that, seriously, are you guys really scared for your lives? We've seen you on camera. People can identify you. What are you talking about? I'm serious. Like, we know what the real is. This is so common. It's just happening so often. Every time you turn around, somebody's getting murdered by the cops. But I'm not trying to say the cops, they didn't do a good job here or a bad job. I'm not trying to say anything like that. All I'm trying to say is that it was a real bad situation, and he shouldn't have been stealing, and they should have handled this like he was a white man running and doing stuff like that, Tell me what's your opinion on it.
They never do. It's, in my opinion, I just don't know what to believe. like they said that the actual cop that murdered him, his body cam footage was inactive because he had the camera on him or was using the same footage to record for over a week, which I do believe is bullshit. And I do think that they need to start having disciplinary action for situations like this. If the cop is not compliant because they are supposed to have the body cam on them,
right.
And then,
right.
there's certain reasons why they can't use it, they can't hear, or if somehow it gets broken, the police officer get in trouble for it because it clearly looks like they're hiding something.
Yeah.
I do believe at the time when he was trying to hit the police officers with his car, yeah, they should have shot him. But it's like when he fled the scene, there was no reason. There was no reason.
Yeah,
I
was like,
you had the guy pinned down. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's too late now. Like, let it go.
Yeah.
You got him. Like, why are you still trying to kill this man? It's crazy.
Exactly. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
That's typical nowadays.
Right. A prayer goes out to the Short family. It was, I want to say it was a family of 5 that was killed in a murder-suicide. Willow Short actually made national news because she's a 2-year-old. She was a 2-year-old before she passed. But when her mother, Megan Short, had her, they thought she was going to be born a stillbirth because she had like a severe heart defect. But she actually was born breathing, so they were able to like keep her stable enough to where she did receive a heart transplant and she was doing fine. I guess that whole situation brought a lot of stress to the family because the mother mentioned like having PTSD and that she also was suffering from emotional abuse from her husband because, I mean, I can't understand it's a trying time, and at the same time,
yeah,
that's no reason to disrespect somebody. Anyways, she was planning to divorce him and leave, and when she finally got her apartment and was planning to move on, I want to say the day that she's supposed to move, he killed the entire family, including the dog and himself.
Yeah. That family of 5 and the dog shot, killed, and murdered. It was sad. I didn't realize that they released that the father did it. Last I had read up on information, they stated that they are not releasing exactly who the gun, because they said the gun was by one of the adults, but they didn't. From what I had read, they didn't read. I mean, they didn't say exactly what adult.
Maybe I read it. Maybe I read it wrong, but they definitely insinuated that he did it. Like,
and that's so funny that you said that, because when I was reading that article, I was like, wow, that I feel like the father did this, but I'm gonna ask Jean Othello Mosby Shans what he thinks and who he believes actually murdered his family. I mean, was it financial situations? Like, what was the actual issue? Why do you feel like there's ever a need to kill your family members, or your kids, your dog? Like, you have no heart, sir.
Yeah, like it was fucked up. I definitely do think it was a jealous rage. Like, he didn't want his wife to move on, so he was just like at the point where, fuck everybody, and it's just unfortunate.
And himself.
And I think it's a sign. Like, if you feel uncomfortable in a relationship, there's no reason for you to keep pursuing. Like, whether it be emotional or physical, because a lot of times physical abuse does start from someone belittling you. A relationship, someone's supposed to build you up. And if you feel like you're getting broke down, it's changing you for, the latter, like it's making you more negative of a person, I do think it is time to move on. It is a very unfortunate situation because they had a brush with death with their daughter, so that may have moved over the family. But also, I would just see, like, she survived. Like, that's a blessing. Like, I would have.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my child.
It's crazy.
Angel,
She could survive the heart transplant, but she couldn't, survive her father's wrath. So it's real sad.
Yeah.
Extremely sad.
A baseball player was
crazy.
killed playing Pokemon Go, which is like a 20-year-old Calvin Riley, who's a pitcher for I don't know how you pronounce that, San Joaquin Delta College in Stockton, California, was shot in the back last Saturday while looking for Pokemon in Aquatic Park, which is close to a resort called Fisherman's Wharf. Riley's friend said he did notice that someone was staring at them when they were walking around the park at 10 p.m., and the person just walked up to him and shot him in cold blood. They said they do not believe it was a robbery attempt because the guy didn't take anything. He just shot him and ran. And they're also wondering if it had anything to do with the Pokemon. Like, maybe, like, did he end up catching something that he wanted? And the guy was just, like, so pissed. He was just like, fuck this, and shot him and ran.
Stupid. I mean, it's stupid. Yeah, it was so sad that Calvin Riley, he was known as a baseball star, was playing Pokemon Go on his phone and was murdered, shot to death. He also was a loyal native. Where he was at in the park, it was actually a popular tourist area. And, it was just sad. And like you stated before, they don't think it was a robbery because, which is strange, none of his belongings were taken. In actual news, they stated that this, like you said, may have something to do with the Pokemon Go game. That's some bull. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, like, pretty much this is some bull if that's the case. I've never played the game before, but this is another reason why they need to be more careful and why they need to pay attention to where you're walking. Mm-hmm. Just pay attention in general. Had he been looking up, paying attention, he may have been able to save his life, And then once again, as normal, they don't have any specific leads. No one's in custody. But a lot of people are really behind the family. They'd already raised $35,000 for his funeral at GoFundMe. And it's just tragic. I pray for the family. And I hope everybody's doing okay, but it's definitely a sad time of mourning.
I agree. And I'm with you. I've never played it either. I have no interest in playing it. I feel like
I don't have time.
All my life anyway. It's like I just have so much to do that I do not got time to be chasing around Pokemon around my damn neighborhood. Like I just really don't. I do hear it's a fun game, but I'm just not. I'm not here for
right,
it.
Right, but once again, he's young. He was a younger kid. When you're younger like that, you're not really focused on relationships. You're just in school trying to be the best athlete you can be and all of that stuff. We, got bills and all of that stuff. We focused on trying to make sure that the rent is paid for the next few months and make sure our house and our cars and all of that is paid.
Let's play rent go shit.
Right. Let's play something where you can win some money. Let's play spades.
Right, okay.
Let me get some money, okay.
It is a terrible situation. And I do think that people, like you were saying, people have to pay attention. Like, I didn't know it was a tourist area. I wasn't sure. They said it was close to Fisherman's Wharf, which is a tourist area, but I don't know as far as aquatic park. And, you could have been in a dangerous area. You just have to be on the lookout. And then the fact of, he thought somebody looking at him the whole time and just ignored it. Like,
right.
He was kind of psycho.
I know if I was talking to one of my friends, I'm like, girl, why is he looking over here? Like, hold on.
Right, like it's time to go. Especially as dark as it is, I've been like, it's time to go. Like,
I would have been calling all my friends, my mama, my sister, like, hello. Yes, this strange man is looking at me right now, so just on real quick. I am at 2727. Like, yes.
Okay.
No games.
On to some topics. We had to get the hard ones out of the way. The next one are a little fun.
Yes.
I don't know if they're exactly fun for the people, but George Zimmerman and Bill Roof got fucked up. They're fun for a lot of people. Fuck it. George Zimmerman, he recently got hands and feet put on him. You said what?
I said yes. He got punched in the shit.
Right, hands and feet. After bragging about killing Trayvon Martin, they said George Zimmerman was in Gaithersville Riverside Grill in Sanford, Florida, when he approached a guy and complimented him on having a Confederate flag tattoo. After then, he proceeded to tell the guy who he was, basically like bragging about killing Trayvon Martin. They said the guy approached him. I'm confused on this. I don't know if it was the guy that punched him, who they said all they know is his name was Eddie, that approached him and said, why are you bragging about that before punching him? Or if it was, some other guy that said it. But anyways, they said this guy named Eddie approached him, said he's a nigger lover, and punched him for he thought he was Matthew Apperson, who was the man that shot at Zimmerman last year in a road rage incident. Let me get my words together. But yeah, so I'm confused about all that. Cause like, why would you call somebody a nigger lover? But then, you know what I'm saying, you punched him for them killing a nigger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, let me just say this. I heard something similar to that, but my thing is this. First of all, why are you in a restaurant bragging about murdering a little kid? That's what I want to know. Then you try and call the damn police. Like, do you really think we forgot about not only the murder, but the assault that took place with your ex-wife? This Kunta Kanta said, this guy just punched me in the face and that he was going to kill me. You damn right he said that. Like, you're bragging about killing a child. My people. This is a baby. But apparently, Eddie, quote unquote, he stated that, you know, I didn't really hear about the whole him thinking that he was somebody else or whatever like that, but I feel like because he did punch him in the face, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because witnesses pretty much stated that it was nothing more than a shoving match, you know, but he wants to be scared or whatever. And he also stated to the cops that his glasses were broken. But the crazy thing about all of this is that the man who punched him was a white man. That should pretty much tell you everything that you need to know.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah. I mean, he punched him for bragging about killing a kid. Like.
Yeah.
So.
Also, I want to talk about some more topics, but I just want to reiterate the question again because we do have a couple new people joining the show. So the question of the day is social media damaging to relationships? Again, I want y'all to think about that. I thought it was a very good topic. Is social media damaging to relationships? On to Dylan Ruth, the mass murderer who killed 9 people in Charleston, South Carolina.
Y'all remember.
There were black worshipers. It was crazy. It definitely still has a lasting effect on Charleston.
Yeah.
He has been, however, in solitary confinement since his arrest, which I feel is crazy. But Dwayne Stafford, who is my hero, made plans to attack him. What he did was he got close enough to Dylan to where Dylan believed that he can trust him, and while they were in the shower together, he beat his ass. His reasons was like everyone else. He said that, you know, him being from South Carolina, those people were like family, and has since Stafford has been released on $100,000 bail. What do you think about that?
Pretty much, you know, after killing those, like, it's pretty much, well, I'm going to just say this. You know, he was plugged by my new black hero. He killed those 9 beautiful souls. Daily, he killed those 9 beautiful souls in a church while praying. He was placed in jail. And yes, Dwayne Stafford punched him. Unfortunately, the only thing he suffered was bruising and injuries to his back. But what I understood was that after Ruth was led into the showers by the guards, Stafford, he ran. He actually squeezed through the narrow vertical of the openings of his cell, ran and punched him in his grill. You know, got him real good.
Okay.
I just feel like, you know, and then what's going on right now is that the jail officials are investigating on how he was able to squeeze through those narrow vertical openings of his cells to get them in the first place, but they're not releasing any information as far as if he's been fired or not. I mean, if any guards have been fired or not.
And they should not have, because it's like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's like, fuck him. Who gives a fuck? I feel like everybody is in agreement on the same. He should get his ass beat. He does not feel sorry about what he did. He wants to make it seem like it, and I don't like the fact that his lawyers are not trying to push for death penalty. You took 9 innocent lives of people, and their families are still forgiving of your evil ass. And you do not regret shit that you did. He more than likely would do that shit again.
Yeah, definitely.
He needs to die. I'm
sorry.
Know, he got to go.
No, nobody
he needs to get
needs
his
to
ass
ever
whooped
die.
every day.
Well, he's not going to get his ass whooped every day if he's in solitary confinement, you know. But he's released. You said I didn't even know about that. Now I'm really upset. $100,000. Who released him? Who has the $100,000?
No, they released Stafford. They released Stafford, the guy that beat up Somebody paid that for the lease.
That's good.
That is good.
Hey, who paid $100,000? Who paid $100,000 on his bill?
If I had a coin like that, I would. I mean, I would pay $100,000. I put $100 down. You know what I'm saying? Staff needs to be true.
$100
That's a hero.
Stop. I'm done with you. I'm done.
So, remember we were talking about last week when Malia Obama was twerking at Lollapalooza, listening to Bryson Tiller, exchange.
Of course. I
Tiller
cannot forget
too.
when she showed that little Marge Simpson booty of hers.
Well, so you can't come for her. Please don't come for her.
Okay, all right, whatever. Go ahead.
In my head.
Go ahead.
But anyway,
I'm done.
She was caught smoking weed. The photo has emerged of the 18-year-old Carl Cameron doing Bryson Tiller's set. But yeah, and they're saying that it was her friend. One of the websites is really shady. I could not find the article, but at first they put the person that actually released the picture.
Wow!
It was like her friend. But I guess they must figure a way. She might have received a lot of backlash. I don't know the reasoning, but I can't find the original article with the person that actually sold the photo of Malia to, the media. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings about this. It's about time for Obama to get the extension cord out, and I'm not talking about the brown ones. I'm talking about the thick, long, orange extension cords, and put a couple welts on her body. First, for shaking that ass on a dance floor, and lifting her skirt up so the whole world can see her Marge Simpson ass. You got to be, but you got pretty much, and then also chilling and legally smoking weed on camera. But once again, I just feel like you're the president's daughter, pretty much. But that's what my angel side is saying. What my devil side is saying is that, yes, we've all been 18 before. She's smoking weed illegally. And then also it's just an alleged rumor. They don't actually know if that was weed that she was smoking, even though,
she was smoking
we know.
Something, which is not
right.
okay regardless, whether it was a cigarette, an e-cigarette,
right.
Maybe it was a hookah, but it's like,
Yeah, that's true, too. I just feel like Obama and Michelle need to put that in check before it gets out of hand, especially since he'll be out of the White House, unfortunately, soon. But do this next year when nobody cares. She's pretty much like a chip off the old block. She's acting like her dad, who actually had footage when he was 18 years old, smoking during the Chicago Festival. But I also feel like between all the scandals, John F. Kennedy, Andrew Jackson, Ronald Reagan, Bush 41 and 43, both father and son, this is pretty tedious, honestly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
It's not a big deal. I think
I
was the only 18-year-old that did not smoke weed. You know what I'm saying?
I think you did smoke. I think you did smoke.
Was
I think you did smoke.
I
think you did
when I
smoke.
was 18.
I don't know. I think I remember differently.
No, remember the first time that I tried weed, and I do not smoke. I don't know if my mother is listening right now. I am not a smoker, but I feel like we have this conversation. But I have tried it maybe 5 times. Well, I'll say 4 or 5 times. And I did not try it until I was 21 because remember, you was pissed off that I had tried it with my friend in Raleigh, and then you was like, you need to smoke with me, so I came back. I was gone at the time. Remember all that time from
yes.
what I'm saying, 17
yes, I do remember actually.
To 21?
Yes,
and y'all started to flash
to me
every 5 minutes, and I was like, hell no. And I still don't smoke now. It was just,
whatever, Jen. Whatever. You sound high now. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kidding.
I'm definitely not high. I'm a little tipsy. But
I'm just joking with you.
I'm off today.
I'm just playing.
Because I don't even know if my mom is to the show right now. And she's going to call me you smoke weed? Well, you smoke weed too, Mom.
Oh, my God. I'm just kidding. Mom, if you're listening, I'm joking around.
But anyway,
please tell everybody about Karlie
Malia Obama does smoke weed. It's not a big deal. Bitch, be low key. And I didn't mean to call you a bitch because you're not a bitch. You're a beautiful young black queen. But Malia, and this also be a wake up call. You have to be mindful of the company that you keep. If you go smoke weed, knowing your father is, you can't be smoking all out in public. And with everybody, you need to have one good friend. You know what I'm saying? Who go get it for you? and y'all go smoke in the dorm, and you know what I'm saying, that be it. You know what I'm saying? But she needs to get somewhere to sit down. Like when the fall starts, you know,
sit down.
She needs to get somewhere to sit down. When fall starts, you need to go to Harvard, be a good girl. It's okay. Like it's okay. Everybody ain't gotta be no side, and be free. Be the rare one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about Joseline Stevie J. I'm just so disappointed in Joseline this year. I'm such a fan of her as a person. But anyways, Stevie J tried to get a restraining order against her that he was denied because what he stated was not proof, but what he stated was so much tea. Like, he said that Joseline actually 39. Her name really is Chanel Betancourt. I don't know, a few years ago people were saying that she used the name Chanel Betancourt, but her name wasn't really Chanelica. Like, it was just her name she used. Her real name is actually Chanelica, though. And she's not Puerto Rican. She's Guyana. Which is also Hispanic, but it's just viewed differently. It's like Guyana, Belize, like Cuban, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're all black, like very much black, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like when you say you're Puerto Rican, I don't understand. I don't know if it was like a colorism thing, and maybe because she's raised in Puerto Rico, so she feels Puerto Rican. But it's just like I feel like I know people who are, you know what I'm saying, like Cuban or Dominican, but like they got Puerto Rican like brothers and sisters. So they say like, you know, but they would say that. They'll be like, I'm Cuban and Dominican, but I feel Puerto Rican. But by the fact of her saying that she's actually Puerto Rican when she's Guyanan, like it was just kind of like her, I don't know if it was like a colorism thing, like she wants to seem mixed when she's not. Like I don't really understand. What do you think about that?
I think it's insane. I don't know why anybody would lie about their heritage, where they're from, or even their age. Did you reveal how old Joseline, Chanelica really is?
And the bitch is 39. She is 39.
39. Well, she looks damn good. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's amazing. I don't understand that about her and Karlie Redd. It's like, Karlie Redd, they say Karlie Redd is 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you pay attention. Because the bitch was grown as hell. She had to be like 25 on Bath. And Bath came out, in the early 90s? Like, you know what I'm saying? And she was like a little extra in Bath, but she was definitely grown as hell. So they're saying that she's 50 years old. If Karlie Redd was 50, she would look fucking amazing. Why say you're 28 looking old as hell? People will look at you like, damn, you're 28, but you look 50.
But Joseline, no.
Like, you look like you about 32. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? That's nothing to even lie about. Like, you know what I'm saying? But what you were saying then?
Some people do stupid stuff for no reason. Joseline or Chanelica, Angelica. No, I'm just kidding. But Chanelica, she looked great. Like, to be 39 years old, I mean, she looks like she's a good 27 to me, you know, but also she's a Scorpio. She's a little crazy, psychopath, you know, so I do understand some of her views, but she needs to just go somewhere with all the lies. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody's interested in that. Just be your real self. And then the fact that she's still, even on this off topic, trying to keep up that whole marriage thing or Stevie J, like, go somewhere. We all know that you're not married. Why? Stop. Cut it out. Cut it out before I go over there and whoop your butt. She knew whooping.
I actually heard somebody say, it was like Joseline saying that she's married when everybody knows she's not. It's kind of like, you know how like you watch, like, you know what I'm saying, your niece or your nephew, or, you know, you got kids. If you watch Gio, you know what I'm saying, steal a cookie out the kitchen, and you be like, Gio, why you take that damn cookie? And he just like, I ain't take the cookie. Like, that's what it looked like.
No,
like,
he don't
like,
do that.
Why the fuck are you still lying? Like, I know you did.
No, Gio don't do that. A new comparison.
I'm saying if Gio did do that, I know you're crazy, so I'm sure he's very much like on edge around your ass.
Yes, no, he's not on edge. He be like, because I did that. I'm so serious too. It's horrible. Gio has a knock on him. It's absolutely horrible. But please, let's mention our question of the day and then our last topic and get it popping.
Okay, yes, because I'm ready. Speaking of restraining orders and also Love Hip Hop Atlanta, we're going to talk about Karlie Redd and the whole promoter situation. They said that, her promoter, the Atlanta promoter, Pharaoh, is trying to get a restraining order on Karlie Redd because he said during, I guess, like a lover's quarrel, like the bitch locked herself in the bathroom, like she was belligerently drunk, and like she was like telling him like to not leave her, and if he did, like she was gonna say that he raped her. Karlie Redd came back and said that she did lock herself in the bathroom, but it was after she found out that he'd taken pictures of her while she was sleeping, and she felt like he was looking for a come up because it's like, why would you take pictures of someone while they sleep and they're a celebrity? What do you think about that?
Karlie Redd is a slut. We all know that you are not raped. You give it away too quickly. These few 4 or 5 years that I've known who she was, I've heard 2 things about her children and about 40 dudes that she done fucked. Now, if this was pretty much, if this is the way that she's going to behave when she's quote-unquote allegedly drunk, then she don't need to drink no more, period. You mad because he want to leave? Man, this pretty much reminds me of myself being mad at the age of 19 when my boyfriend wanted to leave the house. Okay? I think back on how stupid and childish I was, but this bitch is 126 years old acting like a 19-year-old. Then you lock yourself in a bathroom and threaten to flush your stuff down the toilet? What the hell, bitch? You haven't even been dating that long at all. You crazy. You too crazy. Like, you was just fucking Jock, then Life, then Scrap, and then as we all saw this Monday, although the show was probably taped a little earlier in the year, but you back messing with Jock, and then now this Christopher guy, plus you posting recent photos about you taking pictures about your real boo who got you a car. Like, Karlie Redd, you's a hoe. You's a big hoe. And I feel like you need to close your legs and focus on yourself, period. What's your opinion?
She's a beautiful woman. It's just like she's just too old to be, like, doing that. Like, you look ridiculous.
But you know what, Jen?
And like you said, I do respect that. You know, some people look like she's not taking care of her kids, but, like, her daughter's grown. I respect the fact that she keeps her daughter out of that. It's like if she gonna do what she do, like she's not gonna have her daughter look like a damn fool. Like you don't even know what her daughter looks like. Like
barely.
Like they say
barely.
Like there's pictures of her, who she might be, but it's like you don't know if that's her real daughter or not. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with that. But also, I don't know what to believe in this whole situation because I can see both sides. What she has represented on the show is that she can be a crazy bitch that will do anything. But also, niggas is groupies nowadays. Like, and I can see a nigga laying in bed with Karlie Redd because she is a bad bitch physically. You know what I'm saying? And he's not known, and he's taking a picture of her, and she catches ass, and she goes psycho because she is drunk at the moment, and that's some disrespectful shit. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope.
Did I see the dimension Benzino that she was sleeping with? She keep him on deck just in case a titty pop.
Wow.
Remember when she had her breast implant popped the first time, and she was like, "I need $2,000 to replace my breast implant." That's why she keep him on deck.
But she's such a boss. She was like she's coming at life because he bought her a fake ring, and she's such a boss that she got all these feelings.
No, her feelings was hurt.
You can't say to get the titty fixed, and you can die if an implant bursts. Like, come on. But like I said, I don't want to go in because Karlie Redd she's beautiful on the outside.
Don't even.
She needs some fixing on the inside. Like she needs help. Her and Chanelica need some help. They need some fixing. It's very much evident. But on to our question of the day: is social media damaging to relationships? Angelica, is social media damaging to relationships, and why do you feel that?
Only when you allow it to be. You know, I can remember prior to being married, you know, I felt like, you know, social media was damaging or be a possibility to damage my relationship. But it's all about, I feel like, if you actually want to be with that person, if you love that person, you know, you're not going to allow some outsider to come in and really try and ruin your life. If you love that person, you're not going to, you know what I'm saying, allow somebody to come in and take over. And, you know, you got to have that strong will. Now, I can say that social media has ruined relationships before. I've actually seen it with my own eyes. However, if you allow it to ruin your relationship, if you engage in that conversation or you like that photo or you comment on that photo, then yeah, you know that you gonna get in trouble. And why risk it? Always put yourself in the opposite person's predicament. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel if that person was doing that? That's what I always think. I have guys inboxing me talking about I'm their number one fan, this and that all the time. Shit, I don't even respond. And my husband has my password, so if he go inside my social media and he sees that person is inboxing me, well, get ready to feel his wrath because I ain't got nothing to say. I don't need to respond to you. If he feels the need to respond to you, so be it. That's on you. I ain't got time for that. I love my husband. I don't know what y'all talking about. How you feel about it?
I would say yes. I do feel like social media can be damaging to relationships, but at the same time, social media is necessary. You know, it's 2016. It's like you cannot not have a Facebook page. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
right.
just it's something necessary.
My
but it's just
mama
like,
and my daddy got a Facebook page.
Everybody has a Facebook page. Like, it's just like you have to have a Facebook page. It's like it's no reason why you shouldn't have a Facebook page. But like I was saying, at the same time, you have to be totally honest with each other about everything. I agree with what you were saying as far as the passwords. It's the same with me and my babe. Like, we have access to everything with each other.
Yes.
And at the same time, it does. Like, I do trust my dude. And it also, it lights a fire under your spouse's ass and me. It's just like, I know because he has my password. He may go through my phone. He may need my phone for something. I'm going to move differently. I'm not going to give a nigga a reason to feel like he can impact me. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just, you know, you have to have that communication. And it's only, like you said, it's only a big deal if you make it a big deal. But,
that's right.
But let's get it. Let's
all right,
ask
y'all,
some
we're
of
going to be taking
the
calls. We're going to be taking calls from y'all. Before we take calls, during our calls, we will pick random people to speak by stating an area code and the last 4 digits of their phone number. If you don't want to participate, if your number is called, either say pass or say silent. Just pretty much say pass, and we will move on to another number. This is also your time to confess and tell us or ask us any questions you have about us. I'm going to get a call from a 414 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 5034. You are on the air. Do you think that social media can be damaging to relationships?
5034.
Hello? You're on the air.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I called just to hear y'all. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Baby, you have anything to say to your daughter?
Yes, I'm so proud of y'all. I have some confessions too.
Oh, well, what is your confession? Hello?
I ate a donut, and I'm supposed to be on a diet. And I told my husband that I didn't do it, but I did. Sorry, honey.
Well, y'all, that is a hilarious confession. She ate a donut, and she told her husband that she did not eat a donut, and she's supposed to be on a diet. I love that. You know, sometimes I do the same thing. I actually might hide some food.
Yeah,
we're going to also have another call from a 919 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 9726. Answer the question or tell us your confession. You're in the air.
Hey, so, I mean, I don't really have much to add. I feel like you guys hit all the points that I can agree to strongly.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for commenting on, you know, the show and everything like that. We're going to answer one more call for the day. The area code is a 414 area code. The last 4 digits of that number is 8952. We have you on the air. Either answer the question, why do you think that social media is damaging relationships, or give us a confession. You are on the air.
Well, I think that social media is only a problem if you make it a problem. I think that, you know, when you present, I guess, certain instances in your life, you just got to bite the bullet if that's your fault. You know, you got to be mature enough to handle it. But, you know, things are only an issue if you make it an issue in life. So it is what it is, I guess. But that's what I got.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so true. That's so true. What do you feel about what he just said, Jen?
No, I agree. It's not a big deal. And everybody's saying the same thing. You know, it's pretty much it can be damaging, but it's only if you make it damaging. You know, but like I'm saying, it's necessary, but you have to move past it. Social media is not even. People say it's an aspect of your life. It's not even an aspect. It does not fucking matter. But it's something that you do need at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
Did you want to get into
I think, yes. We are going to go for confessions. Yes, my confession is, you guys, really quick. I'm going to do mine first because John called me earlier with and stated that he had a juicy confession, and I really want to hear his because I have not heard it yet. My confession is, and it's not even really a confession. You all know I have not been out with, like, you know, the girls' night out all year long. So it's been about 8 months and 11 days since or actually even longer than that, since last year, probably November or something like that, since I've actually been out with my girls and had a good time. And so I'm going out this weekend to Casablanca, and I'm truly excited to be out with my girls and have a good time. But that's pretty much my confession. Tell me about yours.
Like you're saying, I mean, my confession is juicy. My confession is, I hate when people message my boyfriend. It really grinds my gears. You know, I
you know
don't
what's
know
fucked
why,
up?
because it's,
You can't control that. That's the thing. That's so bad.
No,
People, they message my husband too. I be like,
let me explain it, and then you know what I'm saying.
Let me hear.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It's not about my boyfriend, because at the end of the day, my boyfriend is the kind of nigga to where he is very attractive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people seem like they know what he looks like. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I know I have a cute boyfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's loyal, so he's the kind that where he will. Somebody will Snapchat. He will screenshot that shit and send it to me, like, just so you know, blah blah blah. I know what I got, but to me, it's more so the fact of, I feel disrespected. It has nothing to do with him. It's just, I feel like with me, it's just like, I don't know why I move like I feel like I was maybe a mobster in the past life, but I just move on respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, why did you honestly feel like that was okay to message my dude?
People
like, when he didn't give you no reason to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to talk about the situation. So, like yesterday, this guy, and it's been more than one situation, but this is just one. But like yesterday, this guy had like messaged like my guy, like he was saying happy birthday because my boyfriend's birthday was last week. It was Sunday, and I feel like I just felt like, and I told him, I was just like, you know, thanks, you know, for doing that, but it looks messy. Like it looks messy, and just so you know, my nigga's type of dude where he's not going to respond to you. He's going to keep ignoring you. But I'm going to let you know, like, that's not cool. Like, if you really cared, if you really fucked this motherfucker like that, just like the rest of his friends and his family that wrote happy birthday on his fucking wall, you know what I'm saying? If y'all friends, like you think y'all friends, you'd have his fucking number. You would have called him and said it. But you inboxing, it looks petty. So he told me, he messaged me back, like, I do think social media is all messy. I have a boyfriend. I'm happy in love with him. He sent me a picture of my boyfriend. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't ask about none of this. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he was just like, I'm being insecure, and when my boyfriend breaks up with me, it won't be because of Facebook. And it just proves my point. It was like, you said all that to say what? Like, if you didn't have ill intentions, it would have been like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Chris, my nigga, like, I promise, I apologize. Like, but it's the fact that you said all this for what? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck him. fuck him.
No, I know
you
that.
can try and do what you want to do.
I'm just giving a confession. It's not like
you can't let these hoes get to you.
It's not that deep. You said what?
Exactly. I said you can't let these hoes get to you. Chris is a fine man. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, there's going to be men that's trying to get at him. You know, so what? You can try and do what you want to do if you want to, but this is here right here. This is home right here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's irritating, it's frustrating. People, they still inbox my husband. You know, they see the whole big marriage on my page. They inbox me. They see the whole 1,000 and trillion of collages that I have with me and my husband.
Mm-hmm.
They still do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember a man that my mom ex-boyfriend tried to reach out to her. Nigga, what do you want? She has a whole entire husband now. Obviously, there's something that you wasn't doing right because she married this man and she ain't married you, and y'all was together for 10-plus years. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. You know, obviously, if this is somebody from your past, you ain't do something right. You ain't do whatever you were supposed to be doing right because he's with me. You know? Don't sit there and waste your time on people who are irrelevant, who don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to inbox my dude. As long as you don't write back, then you set.
You said what?
I said, as long as he don't write back, then you set.
Yeah, no, and like, you know what I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying. Like I was saying, it's annoying. Like it has nothing to do with my boyfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying. I know a boyfriend's fine. I'm attractive. Like I know I'm a catch. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 6'3". I do all for myself. I got a big dick, and I'm a top. Nobody's never fucked ever. I'm a unicorn in the gay community. Like, you know what I'm saying? And my nigga knows that. Like, he knows what he has. He's not going to risk that. But it's the fact that your ugly ass took the time to message my nigga, knowing he would have bossed. Like, for what? You played yourself. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's it.
Well, that was a deep-ass confession, y'all. We had some great answers and some juicy confessions today. Remember, if you don't want to confess on the air, we also have an email address that you can use, confession2us@gmail.com, or sign up on our Blog Talk Radio and write us any confessions in the typing area. Also, we just want to let you all know that we have 2 pages. We have a fan page, Pound Confession Session, and we also have our page, Angel Jeune, where we advertise everything. Before we end the show, if you all know somebody who needs a resume tweet created or need a job resources, or need some job resources, cover letter, reliable resources, etc., contact Rice Resumes by looking up Rice Resumes on any social media site for more information. And Milwaukee residents, if you know somebody that needs cleaning of a house, storage cleaning, elderly help with cleaning, or any possible weekly cleaning, anything that has to be done with a cleaning service, pretty much contact Angela's Cleaning Business at 414-897-0833 for more information. And we just want to thank you all definitely for tuning in today. Jeune, is there anything that you have to say before we end the show?
Yes, I just want to give a thank you to all of the media outlets that have added confession sessions to, you know what I'm saying, like their whatever, I don't know how you say it, but Stitcher, Blog FM, Laugh Out Loud. Thank you all so much. You know, we don't really have the fan, like, you know what I'm saying, the support right now. Like, we have a little of something,
right, but
it's the fact that they see the potential in us so soon. You know, and I feel the show is going to be big one day, but it takes some time.
Me too. Definitely. But just, you know, make sure y'all tune in every Thursday. Our next show is August 18th at the same time, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, and we want to hear from you. So make sure y'all just repost our tweets and our Facebook posts, and just repost from our page, and we really, truly want to hear from you all. Once again, our email is confession2us@gmail.com. My name is Angel Vondrina, and I am your host.
Oh, and I'm your co-host, Joe Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session.
Confession Session. All right. Sounds good this time. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in this evening.